5 on your side at 10 starts now.
Scattered showers move through today. We've got more rain on the way. How much will this impact your Sunday afternoon plans? I got your forecast next.
We're less than a week away from Halloween, but tonight neighbors across the bi-state were already out celebrating. We're following new developments in the accidental shooting of a toddler earlier this week. The man facing new charges tonight. But first, our top story, a deadly shooting outside a Metro East bar.
We don't get this type of crime up here.
Why the violence now has neighbors living nearby on edge. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Robert Townsend. Tonight we're hearing from community members in Granite City, Illinois, after a person was shot and killed early this morning. Police tell us the shooting happened shortly before 2 at Patrick's Bar off Namioki Road. 5 on your side's Reagan DeTrolio connected with neighbors who are still in shock several hours later.
Alcohol, guns, don't mix.
That's a message that echoes throughout Granite City after a person died here at Patrick's Bar on Friday morning before 2 a.m. Longtime neighbor Charles Payne was just a few houses down from the gunfire.
I heard 2 gunshots last night, about 2:05, somewhere around there. And then all the police, ambulances, and everything going off down there.
I moved up here about 8 years ago. And I moved up here because I wanted to feel safe. And I have since I've been here. That's why hearing that, it's like, what? It's shocking. It's really unbelievable because we don't get this type of crime up here. We just don't.
The owner of this bar told me off camera that the shooting happened right here in this parking lot that I'm standing in right now. He says violence like this usually never happens in this community, and neighbors in this area say the same.
We have a lot of kids that play in the neighborhood. I have my own kids that, hang out here and playing around. It just kind of scares me that people are like this nowadays, and you never know when it's going to happen or where it's going to happen out anymore. You could be in the safest neighborhood, it seems like, and something crazy happens.
Your kids here, you have grandkids here in this area?
I have 4 grandkids here. My daughter lives here. So, yeah, we do have a lot of children here close to the bar.
Police say the suspect who shot and killed the victim here at Patrick's Bar is now in custody, and there's no longer a threat to the community. But people in the area are still on edge. Something so brutal happened in their backyard.
It's shocking to know that something like that happened so close to families.
Reporting in Granite City, I'm Reagan DeTrolio, 5 on your side.
Reagan, thanks for your report. St. Louis prosecutors have filed new charges in the case of an accidental shooting involving a 3-year-old boy. Now, it happened earlier this week in the Wells Goodfellow neighborhood. Police say Calvin Jerome left a gun unattended while he was cleaning out a closet. The toddler got a hold of that gun and accidentally shot himself in the hip. Tonight, Jerome is charged with first-degree child endangerment and being a felon in possession of a firearm. Tonight, a man is in police custody for allegedly assaulting a St. Louis public library security guard. Police say a 21-year-old man was asked to leave the Central Public Library Friday night after he was trespassing. He refused and got into an argument with the security guard. Police say he then flicked a lit cigarette at the guard, threw lighter fluid on him, and threatened to blow up the library. Tonight, the suspect is facing several charges, including terrorism. In about 10 hours, a critical vote could end the months-long Boeing machinist strike. The vote comes after company leaders pushed the union to allow its members to vote on the deal. So far, the union has rejected 3 contract offers since the strike began in August. Tomorrow's vote runs from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Now, if approved, Boeing says employees will return to work on November 3rd. A national outdoor equipment chain is opening a new location in the St. Louis region. That's according to our partners at the St. Louis Business Journal. The store is called Sierra. The chain sells discounted outdoor equipment. The store is set to open on Saturday, November 22nd on South Kirkwood Road. This will mark the 2nd Sierra store to open in the Show Me State. And right now, you're getting a live look at Lambert International Airport, where a new nonstop flight is coming soon. Alaska Airlines is adding a new nonstop flight from St. Louis to Portland, Oregon next year. Lambert says the flight will be available daily and initially run from May 13th through October 2nd of 2026. The route will use a 737-9 MAX airplane. Alaska Airlines already flies nonstop from St. Louis to Seattle. It also offers seasonal services to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Well, it's definitely been a cool, cloudy, and at times rainy day all around the bi-state. Meteorologist Lance Blocker is tracking more rain for tomorrow. Hi, Lance.
Yeah, we've got a few showers moving into the region right now. You can see this one bulk of activity here to the southeast, this wave down moving southwest and northeast.
What? Spooky season is officially here. Tonight, many of our neighbors got in the spirit by attending a community block party in the Central West End. Check it out. The free event has been going strong since 11 this morning, and the fun is still going on at this 10 o'clock hour. Right now, an adults-only street party is happening there until midnight. Well, some of our neighbors got in the Halloween spirit early at a spooky ball baseball game. The Zombies versus Mummies themed game happened today at the Arsenal BG Ballpark in Sauget, Illinois. The family-friendly event featured lots of costume contests, trick-or-treat stations, and a lot of on-field fun. We're just 1 week away from the start of the Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead holiday. Today, people got a chance to celebrate a bit early at this celebration you see right here in downtown Clayton. The annual Latin American celebration honors the memory of loved ones who have passed away. City leaders organized the free event alongside the St. Louis Hispanic Festival. The event included live music, food, vendors, arts and crafts, and much more.
Dia de los Muertos is a time to celebrate those who have passed, so it's more of a celebration. So we're here celebrating and, letting people experience our culture.
This was the second year the city of Clayton has hosted a Day of the Dead celebration. The holiday begins next Saturday and ends on Sunday.
Gotten a paycheck this month, so the free groceries is very important, very helpful.
No paycheck, no food, and no end in sight. The heartbreaking reality for millions of federal workers as the government shutdown drags on. Plus, the Arch is celebrating its 60th anniversary with some of the workers who helped build it.
We did things on the Arch that I've never even come close to doing on any other job.
Here's some of their favorite memories about their iconic job. Right now, a major hurricane is threatening to devastate the island of Jamaica. The race to prep before Melissa makes landfall.
Another round of rain is on the way tomorrow. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s to lower 60s with scattered showers likely. I got your full forecast coming up next.
As the federal shutdown nears day 26, more than 1 million federal workers continue to go unpaid. Friday marked the first time many missed a full paycheck. The dire situation has forced many federal workers to now turn to food banks for help. Jen Sullivan has the story of one of the many impacted workers.
Federal workers waiting in long lines at this food bank in southern Maryland.
I would have never thought in a million years that I would have been in this position to have to go to a food bank.
Denise Blake says she drove over an hour to get here. When she finally arrived, they had run out of food.
We have a cart ready for you out front.
Fortunately, she did not leave empty-handed, but she still faces the harsh reality of not knowing how she's going to feed her family while she's not getting paid during the government shutdown.
I don't want my daughter to see me crying.
Blake's story is like so many others who are waiting to get paid as Congress stalls to pass a new spending plan.
I haven't gotten a paycheck this month, so the free groceries is very important, very helpful.
More than 1 million federal workers are not receiving pay right now. Many missed their first full paycheck Friday, while others will feel the loss early next week, depending on the agency.
I feel nervous the longer the shutdown lasts that it could really affect food banks.
But another big concern looms for these already busy food banks. Come November 1st, millions of Americans may not receive food stamps through the federally funded Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program known as SNAP, which helps feed more than 42 million low-income Americans each month. President Donald Trump, though, says his administration is working on a solution.
Everybody's going to be in good shape, yep.
As the gridlock on Capitol Hill stretches into a fourth week, the president is heading to Asia to focus on trade with key partners like China. Jen Sullivan, 5 on your side.
Still ahead, they risked their lives hundreds of feet in the air, and now they're sharing their untold stories of building the Arch. Hear from the workers who helped make history. Hurricane Melissa is slowly churning through the Caribbean, with Jamaica bracing for a direct hit. Tonight, the storm is now forecasted to become a major hurricane. George Solis reports millions of people are now racing against time to prepare for the storm.
Tonight in Jamaica's capital of Kingston, people are stocking up on supplies, officials bracing for impact.
Safety is priority, and being smart helps a lot. Don't make foolish decisions.
Already announcing they will close down the nation's airports this evening as Hurricane Melissa barrels towards the Caribbean island. We met these students from St. Kitts. Their government paid for a charter flight to take them home.
We're just trying to get home so that we're safe.
In flood-prone neighborhoods, growing concern that some may choose to ride out Melissa's dangerous storm surge.
1, 2, 3, 4 hurricane pass us here. Nothing happened, so we have the confidence that we feel safe.
As Hurricane Melissa approaches, the concern of deadly storm surge increases, as do roaring waves near the coastline. Melissa already wreaking havoc across the Caribbean. The storm flooding portions of the Dominican Republic, killing 1, and at least 3 deaths have been reported in Haiti. Extreme weather unrelated to Melissa also battering parts of Fort Worth, Texas, where roads turned into rivers. Some cars submerged and stranded in water up to their headlights. NBC's Ryan Chandler is there.
Severe thunderstorms ripping across Texas overnight. Here in Fort Worth, strong winds knocking down signs and trees. Heavy rain flooding some roads. Hundreds of thousands of Texans out of power from Dallas to Houston.
Back in Jamaica, the country hoping for the best, but preparing for the worst.
We are in a very, very serious time over this next few days, and we need all Jamaica to band together.
Stepping in a powerful storm. Now let's get right over to meteorologist Lance Blocker, who's been tracking Hurricane Melissa and just how fast it's intensifying, Lance.
Yeah, this is what we call rapid intensification. It's where the atmosphere and the ocean are both in perfect position to help a storm like this really intensify. And that's what we've seen. This was just a few hours ago, Category 1 hurricane at 2 p.m. Fast forward now to just after 10:30. That is a Category 3 major hurricane just southeast of Jamaica. Over the coming days, like the forecast map showed there just a moment ago, this is going to intersect the island of Jamaica. It's going to bring a lot of impacts, not only from very heavy rainfall, I'll show you that here in just a moment, but also storm surge upwards of 5 to 8 feet with waves over 10 feet tall. The airport for Jamaica, the primary airport, is right there, which is in the northeast quadrant of where that storm is expected to move in. That airport is 10 feet above sea level. They could have major impacts there at the airport, straining a lot more people over the coming weeks. The National Hurricane Center telling folks that whole communities are likely to be cut off for an extended period of time. In addition to the storm surge, which is what the storm actually pushes onto the land, it's expected to produce 30 to 40 inches of rainfall as the system lifts northeastward, then finally speeds up past Cuba, Haiti, and through the Turks and Caicos there back into the western Atlantic. So certainly a dire situation for those folks down there over the coming days. Thankfully for us, very quiet conditions. We do have some light to moderate rain moving in from the southwest. We're thankful for the rain there as well. Some bands of heavier precipitation. We've got a lot more moisture back out in the southwest as this continues to push northeast. We'll see more showers and maybe some thunderstorms develop, though we won't see any storms in our region. Let's go and check out one of the high resolution forecast models. It shows the rain over the next few hours. This is now through 2 a.m. Scattered showers likely. Overnight tonight, scattered showers once again. Then we get another batch of some more showers developing and lifting north into our region. Mostly light to moderate rain. The rainfall chances pick up after about 12 o'clock, then become widespread across the region. So we bumped up to about a 70% chance of rain tomorrow. Rainfall totals across the area certainly will be heavier down to the south, where we get a little bit more extended period of time with the moderate rain. The further north that you go, and really St. Louis is the cutoff for that. North of St. Louis, generally 1/10 of an inch or less. South of St. Louis, though, talking upwards of maybe 4/10 of an inch of rain. All of that very beneficial for our region, as most of it still within a level 3 moderate drought across the area. Let's go and check out the 7-day forecast. You can see not only do we get the rain chances tomorrow, 70% likely, but another front and system moves in on Tuesday, late in the day on Tuesday. We'll also linger with some more showers expected on Wednesday. High temperatures throughout the 7-day period, upper 50s to lower 60s.
Thanks, Lance. Right now, you're getting a live look downtown where the Arch is celebrating its 60th anniversary. Gateway Arch National Park reopened despite the government shutdown with the help of several nonprofits and business partners to make it all happen. Today, the Arch honored the builders who made it all happen. Some of the original workers, listen to this, who were there on the ground and in the sky, showed up for a very special event this morning. They got to share their stories and how much it means for them to work on something so iconic.
We did things on the Arch that I've never even come close to doing, on any other job.
There's nothing that can compare to the construction of the Arch. It was a brilliant solution, and it lights up so well at night.
Everybody comes to St. Louis, talks about it still, and it's been 60 years, so.
It has to be a cool feeling.
Yes, yes.
Workers say they spent 10 to 12 hours working on the icon 7 days a week. They even got their hair cut while working on it. Hundreds of feet in the air. Sounds like some pretty cool cuts. Well, if you're a St. Louis sports fan, and who isn't, it was a day of disappointment. The story on Mizzou and the Blues when we come back.
At the goal line, is it caught? The pass was caught, but short of the goal line. Time expired on the play. The game is over. Wow.
Well, one of the most overused sports cliches is that sports is a game of inches. The Mizzou Tigers will testify to that today, but their game with Vanderbilt was so much more. Good thing 5 on your side's Corey Miller was there to break it all down.
Mizzou and Vanderbilt was billed as perhaps the top game in the entire country today. The number 15 Tigers against a Vanderbilt team in the top 10 for the first time since 1947. It lived up to the drama eventually and proved to be a game of injuries and inches for the Tigers. The eyes of college football were on Nashville today, and for a half those eyes saw just a 3-3 game. But in the second half, things swung a couple times. On a 4th and goal, Mizzou tried to take the lead. Instead, they got stopped and then lost quarterback Bo Pribula to an ankle injury in the process. After some Vandy momentum the other way, the Tigers could have folded. But as usual, they showed resolve.
It was a lot of fight, man. Defense, offense, especially, when our QB goes down, we could easily try to give up, but we kept fighting.
Entered true freshman QB Matt Zollers, who impressed under the bright lights.
Really proud of him. I thought he did an excellent job when they took the lead to drive the ball down and score. I thought was really impressive. So moment wasn't too big for him.
Vandy broke a 10-all tie in the 4th and gave Zollers and company one last chance. That ended up in a Kevin Coleman catch, 1 yard short of the end zone with no time left. Vandy 17, Missouri 10. A heartbreaking loss, but not a season lost.
The reality of it is, like I told them in there, we're probably not playing for the conference championship now with 2 losses, but we're darn sure playing for the playoffs. And so, it becomes a one-game season week in, week out.
As for Pribula's injury, Coach Drinkwitz said initial tests did not show any broken bones, though he will require further testing. The Tigers are on a bye week now before mighty Texas A&M comes to Columbia in a couple of weeks. Reporting from Nashville, I'm Corey Miller, 5 on Your Side Sports.
The Fighting Illini were also on the road. They were in Seattle playing the Washington Huskies and falling behind early. But then Luke Altmaier finds Tanner Arkin for the short touchdown. The Illini go up 17-14. But the Huskies broke the game open behind 2 scores from Jonah Coleman as he breaks the plane right here. Check him out. Washington wins it 35-25. The Blues' Robert Thomas left tonight's game in Detroit with an upper body injury in the 3rd period. But the Blues lost more than Thomas. Their pride took a big hit, too, blowing a 4-goal lead to the Wings. It all seemed too easy at first. Thomas makes the spinorama pass to Jake Neighbors. It was 4-0 Blues. But then, check this out. The tide turned. Jimmy Snuggerud hit the goal post. Detroit cut the lead to 4-3 after 2 periods. And it was too late to stop the Red Wings' momentum after that. They scored 3 more goals in the third and just outplayed the Blues in a 6-4 win. The SLU Billikens took on Loyola in Chicago. First half, SLU's Draven Barnett's foot makes contact on the free ball. Barnett was given a red card, so then SLU played shorthanded and the rest of the game. Loyola led until late in the second half, but look at this, Abdul Kareem Pari will get the goal. It all ends in a 1-1 tie, so SLU maintains the lead in the Atlantic 10 Conference. The World Series is even at a game apiece. LA's Will Smith and Max Muncy homered to break 1 all in, and Yoshi Yamamoto pitched his second straight complete game. Dodgers win and send the series back to LA on Monday night. Well, before we go, we want to take a moment to congratulate our KSDK Channel 5 family. We won big at tonight's Emmy Awards ceremony. The 49th ceremony was held, you see right there, tonight at the Ameristar Casino in St. Charles. We know KSDK has won several awards tonight, including, check this out, 3 statues for our own Mike Bush. We also want to congratulate Ann Allred, who won the Best Anchor Award. None of this would be possible, of course, without all of you at home. Every day you take the time to welcome us into your home, and we really appreciate that. We want to again say thank you. We never take any of your story ideas for granted. That's all our time for 5 on Your Side at 10. Saturday Night Live is coming your way next. Start your day with Today in St. Louis beginning at 6 a.m. Have a fantastic tomorrow.